Is the beginning of the conclave. The cardinal electors will sequester in about 2 hours from now in the Sistine Chapel. They're there to elect, of course, a new pope. CTV News' Adrian Ghobrial is in Rome for us this morning. Adrian, good to see you there. We're about 2 hours away from the cardinals then being sequestered for the start of conclave. And then what happens from there?
Yeah, Anne-Marie, as they head in, before they head in, they will each take the vow of secrecy. Earlier this morning, they had Mass, then they sat down for a meal together. They will each individually take the vow of secrecy and then head into the Sistine Chapel, 133 cardinals. And they will take, what will take place inside is behind a locked door, the first vote of the conclave. Now, as you mentioned, this is day one of the conclave. On day one, there is one vote. Now, we're not expecting a pope to be chosen today. Anything could theoretically happen, though we're not expecting it. But from there, they will have their one vote. We will likely see black smoke, not white smoke behind us. And the cardinals hope to get an idea of who some of those front runners are, get a clearer picture of what the days ahead and the votes ahead. Tomorrow, there are 4 votes, if needed, scheduled.
Adrian, I mean, we know that you're in Rome, just steps away from Vatican City, but what's the mood where you are? What are you seeing and hearing from people?
Yeah, there's lots of anticipation, lots of excitement, even flying in and landing yesterday morning on our flight, meeting people from the U.S., families from Canada, from the East Coast, members of the Filipino community arriving here in Rome because one of the favorites to be chosen Pope is Cardinal Tagle. So lots of excitement being built up. You know, it is somewhat of it's obviously a historic occasion. It's also quite unique. You know, in this digital age, all of us today and for as many days as necessary, we'll be looking for a puff of holy smoke to signal what the future will hold.
Adrian, what kinds of security are you seeing in Rome ahead of the vote? We know that there's this vow of secrecy, but on the ground, what does it look like?
Yeah, it is very heavily guarded. There are roadblocks throughout central downtown Rome proper, in and around St. Peter's Square this morning as we were arriving here. Dozens and dozens of police officers walking in groups going through St. Peter's Square, circling St. Peter's Square. Vehicles aren't allowed really too close to the square. We had to, you know, hop from our hotel to our taxi this morning, jump out and walk it in. So there is a high level of security, but you know, there's also, you know, tons of people from the public walking, smiles on their faces. It was raining here earlier today. The sun is out, so for many, this is a joyous day.
You know, while we're talking to you, Adrian, we keep switching back and forth between this live shot of Vatican City and, of course, the chimney stack that everybody, including that little bird that's sitting on the roof there, is watching for that white smoke. Once it appears, once the Pope is selected, what can we expect from there?
Well, you know, again, it's quite interesting. In this digital age, we're not going to know who the Pope is once they've been selected until they walk out onto the balcony. You might be able to see it in the distance, and there's the red drapes behind me here. We're not going to know who that Pope is until they walk out on that balcony. Not even the media. We're not going to know. So a Pope will be selected. The white smoke will rise. We will hear the bells at St. Peter's Basilica sound, and there will be excitement as we all wait to see who walks out onto the balcony to bless the masses.
And it's exciting to have you there. CTV's Adrian Ghobrial, thanks for joining us from Rome this morning.
Thank you.
If you like that video, make sure to subscribe to the Your Morning YouTube feed, where you can find all kinds of new content posted every weekday morning.